I'm sure that this is probably a little bit behind. I'm going to have to come over here and wait for it to pop up so that I can mute it. So you won't hear echo, 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 echo. Still waiting. There it goes. All right. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? Good morning, Zombie. Good to see you. Let me know if you can hear me just fine. Is it audio good? I think, yeah, I still have my headphones on for the audio. Let me mute those. Mute. Or even turn them off. Turn my Bluetooth off in that way. Okay, good. Awesome, Craig, thank you. So how's everybody? Dana's not well, so she's going to be okay, but she's got the crud, so she don't really want to be on with us. But it's going to be just me. I did put a link. I pinned it to the top of the chat if you want to come on and talk about maybe a UFO experience or something like that. I'd like to get that started. I would like for people, if you've actually seen a UFO, if you have actually been abducted, or anything like that whatsoever, I would love for you to come on and talk and tell us about it. So the invitation to join the stream is at the top of the chat. I will not let just anybody on because of prior experiences, but I will absolutely allow whoever wants to, for the most part, come on, if I know you anyway, and talk about any experience you have with aliens, UFOs. If you want to talk about your channel, I would love to start doing that too. If you have a channel, you can come on and talk about what you do. Or if you want to ask me questions, please feel free to ask me questions. I'm soloing it today, so I'm open to whatever questions you might have. Let me move this camera since I'm squinched down. There we go. That's better. So no comment. Okie dokie. Also, if anyone, everybody here, I believe, knows this, but I'm just going to repeat it for anyone who's watching. We are respectful here. Everyone is welcome. If you are disrespectful or rude, I have the best moderators on the planet, and they will boot you faster than you can blink your eyes. So there will be no one disrespected. I don't care if you like them or not. That's other people's channels who like drama. I don't do drama on this channel, so I'm just going to put that out there right off the bat. So we don't do that. This is a place where friends meet up and we laugh and carry on and have a good time. And if anybody wants a card, let me know. I'll start shuffling. And I've got some things I'm working on, like with my art and stuff. The green market will start up in either April or May. And I know that seems like a long time because it's a couple of months, but when you're doing stuff like what I do, it takes time. So, I've been working all winter. I do have a bunch of stuff that are all in progress back here behind me. But I'll show them to you guys and stuff, but these are all for the green market. So none of them will be for sale until after the green market starts. Cause it just like last year, because it was my first year and I didn't have a lot of them already made. I was working my butt off last year. That's why I wasn't doing live streams and stuff. So anyway, this year I'm going to get an inventory, and plus I'm getting better at it. You did that under my name. Okay, I got you. I'll read you a card, Dana. Do you want me to show you? You want to come on, or do you just want me to read you a card? Hi, June. There's my sweet June, sweet sister. All right. Card for Miss Dana. That's her under my name. So she has access. That's how much I trust her. She has access to my shit. Okay, Dana. Here we go. Where do I feel the vibration? Right here. Okay, Dana, you got the owl. The owl. And it says, it's so dark in here I can't tell. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. So let me read that again. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Wyatt Earp wants a card. All right. Okay. Wyatt Earp, you got the waning moon. And I got it so dark in here I can't see. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is the time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. Okay. Anybody else want a card? Anybody else want a card? Card. Be happy to pull one for you. These are just kind of like they're oracle cards. They're kind of like a horoscope kind of. Craig wants one. Ernie is doing really great. He's back to his little turd self. And you never know anything happened except for he's got a little place under his eye and that we're not sure what happened there. But other than that, he seems to be in perfect health. Thank God. I think God was in all y'all's prayers and stuff. Definitely, there was some divine intervention in there. I think because he was trapped in that camper when we were having sub-zero temperatures. All right, so Craig, I'll pull you a card first, and then June. Okay, Craig. Okay, you got the moon in Virgo. Let me turn on. It's so dark I can't see. Let me turn on. Let's see. Let's see if this one's too bright. Is that too bright? Okay. The moon in Virgo. It says, issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being, Craig. Focus on the physical well-being. Take care of yourself, my friend. In June, we'll get you one. And if anybody else wants a card, just say you want one. Okay. Shuffling for June. All right. And June, Miss June, this is your card, Miss June. See, Dana is my twinsy. June is my sister across the world. Okay, this one is for June. You got the moon in Aries. And it says, remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. That's for June. If you're like me, that'd be kind of hard. I hate confrontation, and I hate anything like that. I hate anything that like gives me, because I'm already like an anxious person anyway. But if I am put in a situation to where I am confronted or cornered, then a whole nother me comes out, and there ain't no stopping her. So, yep, yeah, you do learn that with age and experience, 100%. All of us Gen Xers, we're the last of a dying breed for sure. I think. I do know a few millennials who have the same mindset. Two of them are my daughters, but but and my son too, for the most part. But we're a dying breed. We had to learn. We learned everything the hard way, so we know how to do everything. Sky Sailor 777. Hello, pleased to meet you. I would love one, please. Gen X here. Awesome, Sky. I will shuffle for you, and I will pull you a card. Okay. Also have a hi, Glenn. Oh, that was cool, Glenn. All right, Sky Sailor. It's nice to meet you as well, and welcome. All right, here we go. This is where I felt the vibration. Sky Sailor, you got the half to full moon, and it says, embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. So that was your Sky Sailor. Hi, John Boy. You're still learning the hard way. I think there are some things I still have to learn the hard way. Like, for instance, I've taught myself how to work with clay and how to make these incense burners and stuff. Um, you know, instead of reading books and watching how-to videos and stuff, I'm more, to me, it's the mechanics of it what got me interested in it to begin with. And, how to make it work, and then how to make what would seem impossible to work and stuff like that. So that's where where it keeps my interest, because I can, so, hey, John Boy, if you would like to join us or join me and talk about your channel, anybody else? So Glenn says, I'm going to show, I saw two orbs about the size of West Virginia. Is that what? Oh, a VW, Beetles, West Virginia. I saw two orbs about the size of VW Beetles move low and slow over my house in the daytime with the sun shining brightly on them. That's cool. You know what though? The coolest stuff that we've seen out here, we didn't have a camera rolling at the time. We had this one time it was like last summer before last. James and I were out here in the driveway. And actually we did have a camera rolling, but it wasn't pointed in the right direction. It was just my IR camera set up the sky to see what we could catch. And this giant orange reddish orb came right maybe less than 100 feet over top of our heads. It was crazy. And our neighbor across the road has seen several of those orange orbs. I jumped into moonshine making. We might know a little bit about that. We are from Tennessee, So, yeah, might know just a little bit about it. Sure, Centilla. Is that Cher? Centilla, good morning. Good morning to you as well. I am at the time right now. I'm pulling. These are called lunar oracle cards. They're kind of like a horoscope. And if you would like for me to read a card for you, whatever it is I pull is meant for you. And so whatever it is, it's supposed to be a message that you need in your life. So if you would like for me to pull you a card, let me know. Seeing lots of the visitors. If I don't, the camera does. That's cool. Whenever I get my IR out, for the most part, I always see a lot of stuff. I see satellites, but I always see some that I cannot find on any satellite tracker anywhere. So I'm just south of Jackson, near Savannah. Wow. So you ain't too far from me, John Boy. We're in, we are about an hour north of Chattanooga here. So pull you a card. Okay, John Boy. Carly needs a card too. Okay. All right. John Boy, here's your card. All right. John Boy. Ooh, I felt a tingle right there. Okay, John Boy, you got the moon in Cancer. And it says, spend time with family or helping others. Avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions. So that's your card, John Boy. And Carly needs a card. Thank you, Dana. Dana's moderating. She just can't be on camera because she don't feel good. She don't have a voice. She's like got laryngitis and stuff. Okay, Carly needs a card. All right, Carly, this is for you. And Cher Santella, if you would like a card too, I'll pull you one. Carly. Ooh, I felt a tingle right there. So this is the one. The moon in Capricorn. And it says, put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. That's for Carly. So, anybody else? Cher Santella, I'm not sure if you said you wanted a card, so I'm going to pull one for you anyway. I'm just shuffling and shuffling. All right, Cher Santella. Pull you a card. I just keep touching them until I feel it's like it's almost like just a little vibration or something right there. We got the frog for Cher. And it says, the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Ooh, nice card. Nice card, Cher. There you go. I'm in London suburbs, cross the pond, feel like I'm being called to an island. Wow. That's cool. So, if anybody else wants a card, let me know. On my last IR footage that I put up, my last IR video, there were quite a few Starlinks out. But there was this one that was low to the sky, appeared to be closer. It was very bright and very large, and it was going by a lot slower, and it was also going most of the time. So the way I'm pointing right now is I'm pointing in the direction that I usually have my camera, which is out this way. That's where I've got the most sky viewing. So that way is south, this way is north, this way is east. So usually the satellites are all traveling from if you're facing east, they would be traveling from north to south. And then they kind of come around like that. But this one was traveling from south to north. This one seemed to appear to be traveling from north to south. Now, I've seen them travel in that direction before. I've seen them travel from west to east. I have seen a couple of them travel from east to west, which is very unusual. But this one was traveling from north to south, and it was kind of a lot slower trajectory, and it was really, really bright. So I did not actually catch that one like while I was holding the camera. It was while I had the camera setting still, which I hate that. But at the same time, if I just set the infrared camera up out there to record, I always see a lot more stuff. Because a lot of times when you're looking around in the sky, at least with the one that I use, if you're looking around in the sky, it takes a second for the camera to register what it's the light that it sees in the infrared. So if I've got it on a tripod and I'm looking around, you have to go real slow and kind of pause a lot because all of a sudden you'll see them. So it's pretty cool. And if you're not familiar with the infrared camera that I use, it's this one right here. This is the Bushnell Equinox Z2 infrared camera. This one is a 6x50, so that means I got a 50 millimeter monocular, and it's 6 times. It shows everything 6 times closer than it naturally is, and then you got another 3 times digital zoom if you want. So I make sure, which we don't have a lot of light pollution out here either, but even when it's just dusk, it'll start seeing the stars before you can see them with your eyes. This is a really cool camera. I don't even know if they still make them. I've had it for a couple of years. It takes 1080p video. You can change your frame rate. I keep it on 8 frames per second, but you can do 15 or 30. When you put it on the 8 on the slow, when you're looking up at the dark sky, when you put it on the 8 frames per second, then it tends to leave the iris open longer and you can actually see more. So a lot of people have it wrong. When I put it on 1080, it's so fast I miss a lot. So that's why I see so many things, because I've got it on a slow frame rate. And I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but it does. But that's it. And then I keep my little thing so I can just, that is the infrared camera that I use. And if anybody would like to share what equipment, take 2. If anybody would like to share what equipment you use for your sky watching, I would love to know. It's very, interesting to me what everybody catches and what different kinds of cameras and stuff can catch. Let me show you my, I just happen to have it right here where I can reach it. Oh God. Ooh. This is my bad arm, guys. And this camera weighs almost 4 pounds. So, but anyway, this is a Nikon P1000, but mine is a Nikon P1000 that has been converted, professionally converted into a full spectrum infrared camera. So it has a 77 millimeter telescopic lens. It is, let me turn it on. This is basically a telescope with a big camera attached to it. I can get my videos, I get with this. All of my moon videos, this is what I capture them with. So I can turn it on, let's see, on, and, oh, I don't have a card in it. It won't do anything. I gotta put a card in it. Let's see. Let's see if I can catch one or get one. I think I have all my cards in the other room. No, here's one. Here's one. Let's see. So it won't do anything if there's no card present. So let me put a card in it, and then I'll show you how it. If you have a P1000, let me know. I'm just curious as to who all uses a P1000. Okay, now I got the card in it. Here we go. So this has got a 3,000 millimeter telescopic lens, and then you can go another 4 times digital closer if you want. So, and but this one has been converted into a full spectrum, and it's just freaking awesome looking at the moon with this thing. Definitely have to have a very heavy duty big tripod. I also have a iOptron tracker, a real expensive iOptron tracker that is sitting on a very large heavy duty tripod. So that's how I get the cool shots. Hang on. Also, when I take all my video in, I take all my video in 4K. Whenever you're shooting videos, especially of celestial bodies, don't ever chintz on the quality of the video, because a lot of people think they're saving room on their SD card by capturing it in 1080. But if you capture it in 4K, you can reduce it down to 1080 and you still have the 4K quality. You don't lose the quality of what you captured. So I think I'm missing some stuff here. Let me scroll the thing here. Craig's got the same camera as me. You've got the P1000. I look into one of them. Obviously, would love military grade night vision. Really good to know. Nikon P1000 and iPhone 12 Pro. Cool. Craig, the Bushnell Equinox. Craig has one. Yeah, it's a really nice camera, isn't it? And you know what? I don't use the red, the illumination when you look at the sky. That's when you can see all the little bugs and things floating around. You turn that illumination off. But if you live out in the woods like I do, and you hear weird stuff at night and you want to see, that's what you want, that camera. Glenn, you're headed to Scottsdale, Arizona. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, if anybody would like to come on and show what like if you want to come in and talk about your channel, if you want to do anything like that, you're more than welcome. I do have a request for my friends. I am changing the name of my little art business for the green market and stuff, because it's last year was when I started it up, and I was kind of put on the spot to come up with a name. And that's the time I was making a lot of gnomes and things like that. But now I'm making incense burners, mostly incense burners, and I want to change the name. So I was wondering if you guys, I'm looking for, okay, so I make incense, my name is Cindy, and I do trolls and gnomes and I just do kind of whimsical stuff. So what I'm going to ask is if anybody has any like kind of quirky, clever names for my business. I would love to hear some suggestions. Hello, Diane. Going to Flagstaff to the observatory. That's cool. Off to look outside. Hope to see your lives again. Have a great day, all. Bye, Sky Sailor. Thank you for coming, and we certainly hope that you come back. You are a delightful person. Diane's here. So, anyway, I was wondering if anybody has any suggestions for the business name. So I'm looking for quirky, clever, play on words kind of thing. I make handmade incense burners. And I'll show you. Now I'm doing trolls. I'm not doing I've got a bunch of gnomes back here already made up. But now I'm doing what I call trolls. This is a guy I'm working on. This is actually his paint still drying. But this guy, I'm going to call him Kenny. I got a reason for calling him Kenny. But this is him. And but I will tell you, hi, Blackjack. Luhu's Arts and Crafts. That's a good one. But what I'm doing is for my little art videos that I throw up, I'm actually showing how I make one from start to finish. You've probably seen a couple of the where I get the cedar slices and I clean them up because that's what I got to do first. Cindy's Gnomies and Goodies. Well, it's already called Luhu's Gnomes. And since I don't really do gnomes, I do incense burners, I kind of want to leave the gnome part out of it. So I want to kind of somehow, like some kind of a play on words, something that's clever and quirky that that somehow signals or whatever that it's incense and incense burners. So, but anyway, so I've been recording it. I've been making a tutorial from start to finish. I'm making this guy. So I have to, he's drying for a little bit kind of, and then I have to smooth out his features and that kind of stuff, and then let him dry and paint him. But I'm showing how I do these from like absolute start to finish. So the smoke will come out of his stogie, and this is kind of a cowboy. But yeah, I'm doing a tutorial on exactly how I make these from start to finish. So look, if you're interested in the art and stuff, or if you're just interested in how I do these, just make sure you follow. I'll probably put them up in shorts. I'm not sure yet, but there we go. That's this guy. It's my cowboy. So, and then like I make like this little turtle. So you set the incense right here, and the smoke comes out from underneath and fills up the little bowl. And then there's like this moon. I've got like five moons I've made so far. So this one is these are all in progress. This one's still, the paint's drying so that I can varnish it. But and the lighting in here isn't good because this is all copper, real pretty copper color. But and then I also do stuff like for instance, here's a pineapple. So it looks like, you know, the core was carved into the things, and the smoke you put the incense here and the smoke flows down, and but it's got like, you know, so I do all kinds of stuff. So if that gives you any ideas on what kind of a name, that would be cool. Hillbilly incense burners. Incense your senses. Ooh, I like that. Hillbilly's ham bag. What's in it? What? Did you take too much cold medicine, Dana? Do you I'm going to try to make you pee your pants even though you're not on here. Seriously, I'm going to go back and after the live stream, I'm going to go back and reread the chat. So I mean, any time throughout, please, if you got an idea for a name, I'm going to take and put them all in and see what I can see if we can come up with something. So, and then maybe we'll take a vote on it or something on my next live stream. But I have to hurry up here pretty quick and make a different name, because I don't like Luhu's Gnomes anymore, because it's not just about that. So anywho, what else? Anybody want to come on? Anybody at all? You're more than welcome to. Oh, hey guys, I did just like, I have y'all have probably seen it, but this is the raw footage of when James, myself, and my sister and brother-in-law were in the Smokies, and we had a bear encounter, and he got really close. You guys want to see it? Cindy's Incense Aromas. Ooh. So if you guys want to see that, it's only this little segment is only about a minute long, or a little over a minute. But this is raw, so I'm just going to play it for you. Okay? Here we go.
Oh my God. Oh, here he comes. Oh God.
I told you.
You manifested it, you fucker.
I sure did.
Oops.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Lord.
Oh my God.
I love that.
That's all I wanted to see while we was here.
Lord,
That's my
you know
sister.
a bunch of them.
My God. Just be quiet. Maybe it won't bother us.
He's hungry. He's looking for something. He's having in, Cindy.
That is a big ass bear.
She saw it first.
I heard it first.
Yeah.
He's going on up the road. That's a big ass bear too. Damn. Oh my God. Jimmy, you idiot.
Jimmy, my brother-in-law went, and that bear stopped dead in his tracks and turned around and looked at us. And my sister was like, Jimmy, you idiot. So that was it. That was only part of it. The beginning, I've got to find it. I just happened to come across that this morning. Actually, that's not my last name anymore, Glenn. I finally changed it. And there's a possibility that James will be adding some of his little cedar things in there too. Yeah, well, I mean, that there was not a chance in hell that any of us would have gotten hurt, um, because there was plenty of protection there. But let me tell you something. If that bear had decided to charge at us, I already had it planned out. I was going to barrel through my sister. I had my path to the door right there. And I would have knocked her down to get in there if she didn't move out of my way. But what it was we just got there, and I was standing out on the porch, and I heard something loud cracking across the road, and I was like, "What is that?" And so I started filming, and James walked out, and I was like, "James, I think there's a bear across the road," and he was like, "Uh-uh." And I'm like, yeah. And about that time, it's this big black bear head pokes its head out of the woods and starts coming right toward us, comes across the road, and he stands in the road for a minute. When I find there's a lot more to that video, but that was just the majority of it. Bears are my favorite animal, says June. Well, if you go to this Great Smoky Mountains here in Tennessee, you've got a really, really, really good chance of seeing one because they are everywhere out there. They really are. You have to be really careful. You can't leave garbage bins out. Can't leave food in your cars. Um, and there was nothing. We had just got there. But here's the thing: at that chalet we were staying in, it had a hot tub in the back, but we couldn't use it because it had a bunch of debris in it. And after we were done, we told the people who owned it about the bear encounter and stuff, and they said, well, oh yeah, there is a bear that likes to get in the hot tub. So imagine if we were out there, if we were sitting in a hot tub and that bear decided to come and join us, wouldn't that have been crazy? I will be there one day, says June. Well, we've got a beautiful cabin for you to stay in if you do come. So that's kind of this week has been Nelson's Wispy Incense Creation. That's kind of cool. Sorry to hear that, Dana. Take your vitamins and veggies. Yeah, she's sick as can be. Does anyone else believe Bob Lazar? There has been a lot of folks slamming his credibility. I believe him 100% because for the simple fact of when he started coming out with all this information, he was very young, and he first hid his identity in the very first interviews with him, and I think they were calling him Dennis. I just recently actually watched that. I think I might have posted it on the community tab. I'm not sure, but but to me, I'm I don't I hate to say things about myself, but I have a degree in psychology. And so I'm really, really good at reading people. I'm really good at reading body language. I'm really good at telling if somebody is lying or faking. Almost like an extrasensory perception kind of thing. I can tell. But I'm really good. Ask my children. I'm really good at telling if somebody's lying. And Bob Lazar, just by his body language and everything, he was 100% telling the truth of what himself believes. There was a lot of stuff he was asked that he didn't know the answer to, because he was like, no, I don't know. I'm guessing because of his education and what he did, that's what was going on. But he's like, I'm 100% sure because I only worked on this particular section. He had no reason to lie. You're exactly right. Because coming out with the information that he did when he did, when was it, like the late 70s or early 80s when he did, he risked losing an entire career, and everything else. So no, I believe him 100%. There's been a lot of folks slamming his credibility. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Glenn. For me, I'm just, there's a time and a place for questioning people's credibility, of course. But I don't know about anybody else, but I am 100% fed up with everywhere I look online, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Rumble, everywhere, Twitter, everywhere. All, like the majority of everything that I see is somebody either slamming somebody else, bad talking somebody else, lying, flat out lying, giving misinformation, whining, bitching, moaning, and complaining. Cannot stand that. Drama, 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 drama. Hate drama. I don't care who you are, what you know. I don't want to hear your damn drama online. I just don't. So I kind of stay away from all that, because I'll tell you what, good in, good out. So I'm trying really hard. I get my news in the morning. Don't get me wrong. I am very up to date with what's going on in the world. But I don't I just don't want to have that in around me all day. So in the morning when I'm having my coffee, I do I look through my news feeds and everything out and see what all's going on in the world. But then after that, I put it away. I really do, because I think it's important to be informed and know what's going on. But at the same time, you cannot let it consume you. You can't. It's just the worst thing you can possibly do is to allow any kind of drama or negative energy to consume your life, because, like I said, good in, good out, So if you don't, if you constantly surround yourself with negative energy, you're going to end up putting out your own negative energy. And and it's the same with food, even, good in, good out. You put a bunch of crap food in your body's going to let you know pretty quick that you did that, So and it's the same with information. It's the same with every stimuli that is out in the world. One of mine and James's favorite things to do is we will play like some Indian flute music, Native American flute music, and you can hear it echoes throughout the holler. And even our animals love it. They all will come and they will just kind of hang out and relax, and they really enjoy the flute music. But it does something to us as well. it just kind of creates a positive and a good flowing energy throughout our whole little piece of the world here. So whatever kind of thing that makes you feel good and makes you feel positive and makes you feel good inside is what you should surround yourself the majority of your waking hours. Really is. It just, it's a horrible thing to continually surround yourself with negative and with drama and all that crap. It's not good for anybody. We all, as a people, as a human race, we all need to come together and we all need to agree. And I know that's like not necessarily going to happen, but we all need to agree that we are all brothers and sisters. We all came from the same God. Our DNA proves it. Well, let's see, what does it say? Watched a lot of programs about the UFO phenomena, thought to myself, I do believe in them, so I bought my cameras and started recording the sky day and night and seeing lots. Do your research, you decide. Very good. Yep, Craig, it's 100%. There's a lot of people who their sole, I don't know, purpose, it appears to me, purpose in life is to go on other people's, like on smaller channels especially, and just start running their mouth. Just start running their mouth. Just start saying things when they have zero clue what you've been through, what you've done. They don't ask questions. They just make a snide comment. We call them trolls. Those people, to me, I pity them because I feel like they have a sad life. I don't ever feel it necessary to make a horrible comment on anybody's video, whether I like them as a person or not. I just don't go to their channel and I don't talk about them because I don't care for them. But that does not give me the right to be running my mouth to everybody about them. And that's the problem I have with a lot of these entities on these, and that's the reason why I got hacked, I think, last time. And but I don't care. I do this live stream and I put my moon videos up and my art because my friends, y'all, have told me you were interested in it. I could care less if I have 500 subscribers or if I have 5 million subscribers. I will never change. I will always be the same. I don't care. I only do this because I love you guys. I don't, profiting and all that crap it doesn't, I've got everything I could possibly want and need here at home. The one thing I don't need is to have something like a YouTube channel that takes up 90% of my time, because I really enjoy doing that. And I enjoy going out and taking care of my critters, and I enjoy taking care of my husband when he needs me to, and taking care of my house. And, that's the kind of stuff, that's where it's at. And that's where I've said it before, but I don't think it would hurt this world one bit if the electrical grid went down and we were all forced to live back the hard way, because there's a lot of us who would survive just fine without it and actually probably flourish. So, I mean, these $7 a carton, $10 a carton for eggs is ridiculous. We got chickens, and we're probably going to be getting a couple of little nanny goats. We just bought a hog, but we bought it to go in the freezer. So we're just, take care of yourself. You got to learn to take care of yourself and make smart decisions. Don't like, okay, yeah, that restaurant, boy, it sure has good food and everything, but that $100 you just went and spent at that restaurant, do you know how much food you could have gotten from a local farmer for that $100? Hell of a lot more than at the grocery store. I can tell you that right now. So, yep, trolls are bots, and now we found out the Trouble 3 groups have their own agenda. Yeah. Love you too, Diane. I do have a wonderful life, Glenn. Thanks to my husband, James. When he and I met a decade ago, it'll be 11 years this year. But when he and I met a decade ago, we were both in dire straits. I was a lost soul. I was like a lost ball in tall weeds. He was not well. And you know, we worked hard and sacrificed and did what we had to do. And we went from sleeping on an air mattress that went flat overnight in a little tiny studio apartment with nothing, hardly nothing, to we own our own place outright. We have a wonderful life. We have a beautiful place to live, and that was in less than 10 years. James made that happen because he's that effing awesome. And that's one of the reasons, one of the billions of reasons why he is my hubby and why I love him more than anything else in the world. Yes, cell phones did turn out to be a blessing and a curse. I agree with that. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I left to go to the post office or something, and I forgot to take my phone with me, and this automatic panic. Oh my God, I forgot my phone. What if something happens? But then the Gen Xer in me was like, you got this. Remember, we used to, we know what it's like to not even have cordless phones, let alone cell phones. And we would, you know, if you couldn't get a hold of somebody, we had answering machines. You just left them a message. We know how to read maps, and we had, you know how many phone numbers I had memorized when I was a kid? Hundreds. You know, I feel like technology is a blessing and a curse, because it's either, you know, I have mine, you know, I love having the information at my fingertips right there, but I don't live for my phone. I don't. A matter of fact, I usually set it down and don't even hear it or know where it's at half the time, and then I just go back and see if I have any messages. So on my third wife, finally got it right for the last 24. That's awesome, Glenn. Aw. Smoky mystical bumpkins. I like that, Cher. That's pretty cool. I like it. Smoky mystical bumpkins. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that one a lot. So yes, I'm definitely just, if you think of something, just throw it in there in the comment, because I will go back, and I'm going to go back and list all of these names and stuff. And so I'm sure I miss a lot of comments. So when I'm doing this, so I'm going to remove this. There we go. So anyway, I'm sorry it's hard for me to do a stream by myself, because I've been doing it with Dana for so long. I'm not really that much of a conversationalist. I really ain't. It's difficult for me to convey what's in my mind, and a lot of times I come out as what my husband would call that crazy German. So, and I do apologize if I come across a little brash. That's just who I am, and I'm, you know, if you don't like me, you don't have to watch. That's all I can say. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. Nobody, I mean, they're in the universe, in this beautiful universe that we are all blessed to be a part of. There's no entity on the face of this planet, let alone in this universe, who everyone likes. There's just not. It's just not our nature. You'll have Blackjack wants a card. Woohoo! Good deal. I might have to take a break for a second though, you guys. I can I'll load up like some raw moon. You want to see some raw moon footage from the other night? I'll just load it and let you watch it, because I've had a lot of coffee, and I am getting old, so I'm going to need to go take a break real quick. Okay. But anyway, Blackjack, here's a card for you, my friend, my Blackjack. Let's see, Blackjack. Okay, here it is. You got the cow, Blackjack. And it says, a new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. How about that? Very nice. Oh, thank you, Craig. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. yeah, I'm just, I've never been like, I've never really, those of you who have known me for the last couple of years, um, know that I originally started doing live streams because it was to help with my own personal issues with self-esteem and things like that. So, and then I met I met all you guys on another channel, or a lot of you guys on another channel, but then we all remained friends. And even when my original channel got hacked and taken down, and then I put up a new channel, you guys followed me here. And it's just because we're all a bunch of friends and we just enjoy talking to each other and seeing each other. And, you know, that's kind of the thing. There's a lot of stuff that I could talk about that would probably get me banned. So I can't. Diane says, Rick, the guy I take care of, broke his ankle in 2 places. So now instead of having to get him up to eat, I have to take his food to him in bed. Well, is that less work, Diane? She said, be right back. So to me, that would be, I don't know, if I couldn't help, I could barely help anybody get up out of bed. I am fragile, and I am a weakling. My left arm is my dominant arm. I've had 2 surgeries on it. And like just the other day, I was out there for just a couple of minutes, just kind of lightly sanding some of my cedar slices, and my arm still hurts from it. So, but, you know, it sucks being fragile. It really does. Like I was out, we've been getting a lot of rain, and I was out there, and I need to get me some good boots, and I've been putting it off just because the price of everything is so high. But I was out there in my other little, like, what do you call those? Uggs boots, the Uggs. And I slid, and it scared me because I was like, Lord help me. What if I break a hip? What if I fall out here and get hurt? You know, I don't want to get hurt. I'm hurt enough. So I'm going to have to break down. Anybody else like that? Like you just wait till you just can't anymore to spend money. I've always been that way. I'm just we'll say frugal. I'm not so bad that I hoard things, and I'm not so bad, that I cheap out on things. Some things you don't cheap out on. But as far as like for buying things for myself, even if I really need it, I just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off until I can't anymore. Like my eyeglasses, for instance, I'll wear them until either they break, or like the last pair I had, got like a fog over them and I couldn't see out of them anymore. That's when I go get new glasses. So, some people, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just, but some people will take care of themselves and not think about it. But some people like me, and I think it comes from, well, quite honestly, it comes from being like from a very, I didn't come from a very poor background, not like Appalachians, or anything like that. But I did come from a very large family. And I think that, we were taught, my parents were boomers, or are boomers. They're both still alive. And I think that we, as children, people of my generations were taught to be frugal and to not waste and to, things like that. So I think that's probably a big part of it. But I do have difficulty buying things for myself. Maybe it's because of being a mama. I don't know. These days, if you're on a retiring budget, you have to think about tomorrow. This is true. This is true. But I have to think about, get over the fact that I don't want to spend the money. I don't know if that's and buy myself something, but what if I go out there and I slip and fall and I break a hip or something? I am getting old and I am fragile, and I think I would rather spend the money on the boots than have a broken hip, because I am not going to any hospital for any kind of surgery or any kind of a treatment whatsoever. I don't trust them. If YouTube wants to ban me for saying that, That's what I got to say. No, no, and no. Not doing it. I am all about your choice of healthcare. You choose what you want. Nobody gets to tell you. It's your body. You choose what kind of healthcare you want. Nobody gets to tell you what to do with your body. Okay, that's what I believe. That's the way it is. And my primary care physician wants me to go have and it's just a test, a procedure where you have to be put asleep. And I got to talking to James about it, and I was like, I don't trust him. I was like, there's no way I'm going to allow them to put me to sleep for anything unless my husband is standing right there in the room watching every single thing they do, because I don't trust them. I'm a pure blood. I know there's a lot of people here who are not because you were forced. But I am, and I will die. I will die a pure blood. That's just the way it is. That is my choice. I don't judge anybody. If you were forced into some medical things that you would rather have not have, I'm not one to judge. I don't judge anybody for anything. I'm just telling you, it's me. It's who I am. I'd never got, but I've always been like that. I never got flu or anything like that. But you know what? I don't get sick. My body is physically fragile, but that's because I worked my ass off for 35 years. Very physical, hard work. I have basically what's called wore out workers syndrome. So, but as far as health, I'm quite healthy. Matter of fact, my primary care tried to put me on cholesterol medication. And she said, well, your cholesterol's high. You need to take these pills. And I looked up the pills and all the side effects and things that could happen just from taking those pills. I'm like, I'm going to change my diet. So I didn't tell her that I wasn't taking them. And I changed my diet just slightly. And I went back and got more blood work. And she's like, oh, you know what? Those cholesterol pills we gave you are working really good. Your cholesterol's back down to normal. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not because of those pharmaceuticals. It's because I changed my diet. Cindy, last year I was on a 25-foot ladder washing the trapezoid windows and said to myself, I'm getting way too old for this. LOL, no more. Hire a window washer. Exactly. Now, you know, James and I are both coming to that realization anymore that, you know, we are getting older. But thankfully, that was one of the reasons why he worked so hard over the last 10 years to get this property to where it's practically maintenance free. Now, this year, James isn't even going to have to mow or weed eat anything because we have Mr. Pinochle. And they're like, I mean, the places never look so good. So now he can concentrate on doing more fun stuff that's not so physically hard on him than mowing and weeding. So don't trust them, any of them. No, I'm the same. More in herbal medicines. I'm allergic to a lot of the drugs now, says Cher. Yeah, I've always been really sensitive to any kind of drugs. So I don't believe in big pharma. I believe they have an agenda, and I believe it's evil. And I don't believe you should put any kind of foreign chemicals. If it did not come from the earth, do not use it. That's kind of my thing. Foods, if your food was made in a factory, don't eat it. Like, if the food has more than one ingredient, I don't eat it. You know, just stuff like that. Just try to, and you'd be surprised if you just cut out processed foods and sugar from your diet, how much better you'll start feeling. And I'm not talking about weight loss. You can lose weight that way, of course. But I'm talking about how you feel inside. You will notice that you start having more energy, and your foggy mind will start clearing up. And there's a such thing as sugar poisoning. A lot of people, you're going to eat a bunch of sugar and a bunch of carbohydrates, and then you're going to have to chase it with some insulin. Well, why not just stop eating the sugar and carbohydrates? Your body will fix itself. As human beings, we're it's in our DNA to heal ourselves. You can heal yourself. You just have to get to the core of the problem. And the majority of the health problems that people around this world have right now is simply because of their diet, because of the government told you what is what's the proper nutrition, and in actuality, so what do they feed? What do they feed cows and hogs to fatten them up? Grain. So why would you want to eat grains? Yeah, yeah, no. Cut out the grains, cut out the sugar, and cut out the processed foods that have. If it's got a bunch of stuff on it that you can't pronounce, don't eat it. And you watch how fast you start feeling better. I'm not joking. It's I'll tell you, James, he was diabetic, having to take insulin twice a day. He had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and he felt horrible all the time. And so he decided to give my way of eating a try for a few months. And guess what? He doesn't, and to this day, he stopped eating sugar. He does eat bread, but he stopped eating, just cut sugar only out of his diet. He's not diabetic anymore. His blood pressure is fine. His cholesterol is fine. Everything is fine. He also had glaucoma, and it cleared up his glaucoma as well, just from not eating sugar. So a lot of these symptoms, people just want to take the easy way out and take it and chase it with a pill. If you're okay with taking pills every day, then more power to you. But for me, it's not an option. Diane has AFib. My son has AFib as well, Diane. I'm not telling you to stop taking your medicine that you're prescribed by a doctor in any way. I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm just saying try changing your diet up a little bit. Try just one thing at a time. Say, okay, well, I'm not going to eat sugar. And I'm not talking about honey or fruit. I'm talking about sugar. You want to keep this, stop eating sugar, and just see how fast you start feeling better. Hi, Miss Penny. Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, the legal drugs are worse than most of the illegal ones. How are you today, Miss Curious Bunny Penny? I hope you are well. Hi, Quinn. Okay, well, we appreciate you stopping by. Hello, Mr. Tommy. Good to see everybody. I was just getting ready to go take a little tinkle break. I'm going to throw up a raw. Are you laughing, Dana? I can see you. Tinkle, tinkle. Anyway, oh, Penny's sick too. Dana's sick too, Penny. But I think I'm going to throw up a just some raw footage that I took the other night while I go use the girls' room really quick, and then I'll be back. So let me find the one, because if I wait any longer, I'm going to have to just stop all the way. Share a video file, and yeah, this one's 3 minutes long. That'll work. All right, let's just roll now. Okay, I see the video's done. 1 second. Right there, y'all. All right. Remove from stream. There you go. That was just that's just raw footage, and it shows you just how hard it is to get that perfect shot. You have to work for it. You definitely have to work. Oh, the stats are here. Oh. Hidden Underbelly's here too. And the stats. So nice to hear bugs again. Yeah, that was actually from over the summer. That was not footage from the other night. So we don't have any. You can't hear the bugs in the frogs right now much. A little bit. Yes, please subscribe to Mr. Underbelly. Very good channel. And I'm sorry y'all are sick. I really am. That sucks. I'm always afraid when, like during the holidays, that when the little ones come by, that they might, you know, me and James might catch something from them. But so far so good. We take our vitamins every day. We make sure we take plenty of vitamin C and vitamin D and vitamin B and zinc and fish oil. So why are you saying please don't sub to me? Underbelly, please do. You not like subscribers? I love your voice. I love your accent. That was a little joke because Underbelly hates it when I do that. Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's funny. So anyway, I'm already stubbed, says Julie. So anyway, those of you who come late, I was asking if you have any ideas whatsoever. I need to rename my little business for the green market where I make my incense burners because the name that I have right now is not pertinent to what I do. I want something kind of like a play on words, clever, whimsical. I make handmade clay incense burners, all different figurines. I make fountains and moons and skulls and trolls and gnomes and turtles and you name it. So, and I also make handmade incense. So if you have any ideas whatsoever that's kind of quirky and maybe a play on words or clever, please throw your ideas out here so that, well, that's got to be, it's my name for the green market for in town. So I might not want to put that on there. However, 420 is always involved. But I'm just kind of, I'm like just stumped for a name. I tried these name generators and it just, nothing was catching my eye. So no 420. No, I can't put 420 in it. It's a great name, but I can't put it in there because this is for in town. But you just please just put just whatever ideas you have. I'm going to go back when I can look at the chat in the live stream and see if I can find a really good one or pick one out, or I might even come back next time and put all the names that everybody came up with and put it in like a jar and pull one or something like that. I already did, Diane. I'm back. Well, trust me, everyone there is all into that for the most part, but it's, yeah. Well, I mean, we have what's called legal weed here in Tennessee. It's called Delta 8. It's got like one little kind that's not in it, but it still gets people high. You can buy it at any gas station. We have shops, vape shops, and we have the Delta 8 shops and stuff around here. So it's not like it's that illegal, but still, combine. Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. You know, I'll read them all. Maybe I'll write them all down and or copy and paste. I ain't gonna write. Copy and paste them all down, and and then maybe on my next live stream, I'll let you know if I came up with something or if I still need help. So anyway, I do really could use some absolutely, because like you guys like have these really great channel names even, you know. So I thought, well, maybe let's just kind of pick your brains. Got our first blue egg yesterday. All the babies are so grown up. 32 chickens and counting. 50 more for meat coming soon, and a piggy. Awesome, Tommy. We're still getting I've got 4 chickens now. And right now I'm just letting nature take its course, no lights or anything like that. And we're still getting about an egg every other day. 1 egg out of 4 chickens every other day, but it's that time of year. I'm just happy that they're laying it all. But they lay huge, like my chickens lay these giant eggs. So I don't know if I want crafting in the name or not. Let me show you a couple of the things I made. I like it to be kind of like a play on words or something just real clever and whimsical, you know. I'll show you. This is the guy I'm working on right now. He's a troll. And the smoke, the incense sits up here and the smoke comes out of his little stogie cigar. This guy was just freshly painted. But I'm doing a tutorial on one that I'm making in progress. And like, so I can make that. And then I also make like, this is a little cute little turtle. So the incense sits here and the smoke comes out underneath. And then, let's see, also make like crescent moon. The incense sits back here and the smoke comes out its mouth. So, then I also do like, let's see, this guy right here. This, so the incense sits here and the smoke comes out underneath it. And I've got a little gnome sitting under a mushroom with a moonshine jug sitting next to him. And, you know, like I get moss from my yard and a pine cone and all that. So, I mean, you just never know. I'm always grabbing things from here and there and saying, oh, I can make an incense burner out of that. So some of them don't even have clay at all, like this one. It's just like a waterfall and it flows down and then down, you know. So really, I mean, it just depends on whatever fits my fancy that day. Cindy's mystical incense and pottery. Ooh. Yeah. The green leaf, the alien cloud, the gnome nose. Those are all good too. See, I'm gonna copy and paste all these when I do the live chat replay when I can look at it. YouTube usually makes me wait a day before I can see the live chat replay. Let's see what else. This is the guy that I'm making a tutorial from start to finish. So I mean, all the way from start to finish. I've already all the way from gathering this piece of wood, cleaning it, and finishing it, to making him. And so now I've got to I'm letting him dry a little bit, and then I'll take a wet paintbrush and smooth out his features and stuff like that. So, and then we'll let that dry, and then I'll paint it. But all that is going to be videoed. So this is my old cowboy with his little cigar. So yeah, I just, like I said, whatever floats my fancy is what I make. Dana is not well either, Penny. She's sick. I can actually see her in the background. She's moderating, but she's got laryngitis too. So you guys are both a couple of sickies. Crescent Crapping Company, since you do moon footage too. That's kind of cool. I like it. Thank you, Penny. You know, it's I've always been kind of artsy, but it's the mechanics of it. I'm just fascinated by how it works and how I can make it work, and it's just a lot of fun. That's mostly it. It's a lot of fun. So when I get into something artsy, I obsess over it. So Right now I am getting all these ready for the green market. It'll be in a couple of months. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff already pre-done so I don't have to work my hind end off constantly trying to keep up with the demand. So, and usually per every green market, I usually will sell between 10 and 15 incense burners per every week. So, you know, if you think about it, it runs from May to November. That's a lot of incense burners. And they each take time, you know, they got to take, like we've had rainy weather the last couple of days. So everything, paint, clay, everything's taking longer to dry. So art's obsession. Ooh, I like that. So, but anyway, that's why I was just wanting to pick y'all's, the green market. The green market is what it's called, Julie. I can't call it the green market. But anyway, this is some really good coffee, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I really do appreciate all the name suggestions. I'm going to go. I can't wait to go back through and look and see what all see what all you guys have come up with, because those are really awesome suggestions so far. As you talk, you feed my mind, says Julie. Yeah. So I've always been kind of a magical incense works. Magical incense. Yeah, I like that. Homegrown. So I mean, I make the incense by hand, and it's all natural. Um, so let's see if there's another one I can show you. Anyway, that's like, I've got some that are already packed away, but these are just all, like I've got, like behind me, everything from here this way is all finished, varnished, ready to go. And then everything from here back is in progress. Like there's this little guy, and then the turtles and that moon, all, they're just drying, waiting for me to take them out and spray them, spray varnish them. So they gotta, I usually let them sit for a few days before I varnish them. Pinochle pottery. I like it. But as far as I'm glad, like I really enjoyed that video, Tommy, of your chicken coop and how you built it and everything. That's like ours is made out of just whatever we have around here. But it's, I think we're going to maybe expand. We've got another building out here across from the barn and next to the cabin. We call it the bunkhouse. I don't ask why. We just, that's what we call it. Anyway, James has been talking about turning that into a good sized chicken coop. So there's a good possibility that we may end up with a bunch more chickens. We just love the chickens. They're so much fun. They're funny. They're quirky. They'll have their own personalities, you know. The sweet pea, that's sweet. I like that. Luna Creations, I like that too. I do like that, actually. We've sold 2 now. I will have baby chicks soon. Can deliver. All the way to Tennessee. Right now, we don't have anywhere where the baby chicks would be safe. Did you hear about my sky is 5D passing? My sky is 5D passing. Not sure if you know him. Oh, okay. He was a fellow sky watcher. No. My sky is 5D. Aw, I'm sorry to hear about that. I don't know him. Wow. You know, there's so many sky watchers out now, it's hard to follow everybody. That's one reason why I like to do this live stream, because I get to meet new people. That's sad. Yes, thank you. Put a link up. It's sad, you know. There was another sky watcher that passed away a few years ago. that just broke my heart, and that was Marty. And those of you that have been with me for a long time know who I'm talking about. He built um, a huge thing onto his house. He had this gigantic telescope, and he was so excited, and he ended up passing away before he could finish it, and it was pretty sad. Carpe Diem Inc. He was only 59, brain cancer. He's been going a very long time. Oh. Marty was a good man. He sure was. That was just sad to see him go. So what happened to him? I used to talk to him all the time. We were all excited to see what he was going to show us with that 16-inch telescope, but he passed away before he could finish. So, yeah, he really was. Martin Holmes was his name. This was Mike. Some of you may remember him. And there's the Curious Bunny. Penny has put the link up for the Skywatcher who passed away. You know, I've actually been watching a lot of videos and reading up a lot about what different people's opinions and different information. I like to get lots of information from all sources. Yeah. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with it. I just lost my. But anyway, yeah, it just, if I cannot remember what I was going to say to save my life. Love you too, Julie. Oh, did you? I can't even see that on here on StreamYard. It's okay. I understand. We all remember that. So, but let me, yeah, Dana showed it. So many young people passing without reason. We know what the reason is, don't we, Blackjack? We know what the reason is. What about the footballer at the Bengals game? He actually came back. Thank God he didn't die. But that was sure something. My cousins, two of my cousins were actually at that game. Because, you know, I'm originally from that area, from Cincinnati. It wasn't a Bengal, he was on the other team, but yeah, two of my cousins were actually there. Saw it happen live. Yeah, it's Dana running the show for me in the background. Dana. I told her I'm going to try to make her pee herself even without her being on. Spatchcock! Tinfoil Hat Orchestra. He died in 2021. Exactly. Some strange details about that as well. Yeah. Yeah, sure was. But anyway, I don't know what I was going to say. I've been watching a lot of different things about what happens when we die, and about ascension, and about God, and like there's a lot of things that make sense to me. I'll save that for another live stream. But there's a lot of things that make sense to me that probably might offend other people who are very religious. I do believe in God, but what God is might differ from what someone else thinks. I think we are all a part of God, and that we are an extension of God, so that God can experience everything. I'll just leave it there. But I believe that our souls are infinite, and that when our physical body dies, that our soul moves on to get to experience another life. And that's what I believe. There's a huge group of Skywatchers that you don't know, Cindy. I'll introduce you. That would be awesome. Yeah, I don't get out there. as far as, because I don't like, I try to go to other people's live streams and things like that, but I just have a hard time. For whatever reason, they've always kind of shadow banned me. Hi, Casey. Hey, Cindy, just giving a shout out before heading to work. Thank you so much for my beautiful incense burner. I love it so much. Have an awesome day. Casey Norton ordered an incense burner from me, and she got it. And Dana got her skull from me. And so I've got a new way of shipping that is not going to get hurt unless they like literally run over it with the truck. So I'm glad you like it, Casey. I hope you enjoy the incense too. God is in us. We are more than we know. 100% Blackjack. That's what I believe. Yep. We are a lot more, and we have a lot more that we can do. If you learn to get rid of the things that block your pineal gland, or third eye, it's also known as. There's a lot of the pharmaceuticals that were those evil ones in the farm that run big pharma and whatnot. There's a lot of them, those pharmaceuticals and foods and preservatives that block your pineal gland or your third eye. So that's another reason why, if you want to start getting downloads and gain more knowledge, then you need to get rid of all that bad stuff. And just, and watch how fast your third eye opens and you're able to absorb more information, and you'll start getting more downloads and things like that. I've heard the same thing, Cindy, about us being an extension of God. We only use 8% of our brains, some less. Yeah. So when you, Dana, are you wanting to come on? Say yes. Yes. You want to come on or not? No. Yes. I can see her. I just can't hear her. So I think she's running a little bit behind. I take lots of prescription meds, but they've not stopped my third eye. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, Penny. But there are a lot of them that do. And I think, there are some people who are lucky enough to be able to recognize that. But there are a lot of people who just didn't even know we had one. My next life, I'm going to be South Korean. They have really sexy guys there, says Diane. Oh, Lord. Okay, Dana, you don't want to come on, do you? Say yes or no. Yes, you do. Okay, awesome. Here comes Dana.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Whoops. She said 1 minute. I'm sure she's laughing, Cindy. I don't take any injections. Yeah, me either. Matter of fact, I'm not going to go have just a regular test because they make you go to sleep for it. Just wave or something when you're ready, Dana. Okay? So. Yeah, just do this or whatever when you're ready. Got her laughing already. She'll be on in just a second. I'm not going to be on, but maybe another half hour tops. I got stuff to do. I'm going to make, what's everybody having for supper tonight? I am going to make stuffed bell peppers, but I'm going to use chicken and cream cheese and bacon. Hot peppers. It's going to be delish. Bring pads, Dana. I think that might be what she went to go do. Yeah, she is funny. Okay, she's ready. All right. I don't know how long she can stay on because her voice might go out, but here we go. You ready for this?
Okay.
There she is.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry. I'm definitely sick. I had to go put a pad on because you already Jesus, you guys are making me like crack up. But yeah, okay. Yeah.
Maybe if you laugh hard, it'll break up some of that
Oh,
congestion.
no, I went and grabbed a pad really quick. That's what took me the second longer. But yeah, I'm down for the count. So
Oh,
um,
bless it.
I've been
That's
trying to
what we
do
say in the South. Oh, bless it. Now, if somebody's
what?
in the South says, bless your heart, that's kind of condescending.
Uh, yeah,
Depending on who says it and how they say it.
yeah.
Sometimes it's very heartfelt and meant. But when somebody says, bless it, then that's very sweet.
Oh, and the cat keeps trying to jump on the computer. That's what. Yeah. No, you stay away. Come here. Come here, baby.
Penny
Say
says,
hello.
I'm poorly too, mostly my
Say
tummy also aching all over. Oh.
hello. Okay. Let's shadow everybody.
Diane says she's going to eat her second piece of chicken for dinner.
Do what? Okay, I don't have.
I was asking what everybody's going to have for supper.
Uh, I'm gonna have toast.
Oh.
uh,
I'm
let
going
me
to
try
make
to see what.
chicken and cream cheese like a stuffed bell peppers. With
Huh.
chicken.
I don't know where my prescription glasses are. I had to take my contacts out because
Oh, goodness.
I had an eye infection. So,
Man.
yeah.
The worst
Okay.
thing for me is right now is like just allergies from being stuck in the house, you know. But the rabbits are tearing me and James both apart allergy wise. But
Uh-huh.
guess what? We found homes for them. We found a home for them. The farmer that we get we get our meat from,
Yeah.
he's gonna take the rabbits because he's gonna start breeding. So I don't know
Sorry, I
if he's
moved
going to. This
hold
too.
on.
Well, we traded one of them. We traded one of them
That's not
for
you, right? Okay.
no
That's not you.
Penny. We traded one of them for a chicken, and then the farmer's going to take the other two. Probably this week sometime.
Stay off the computer.
Now, yeah, but that's not the reason why he's taking them. He's not. He loves bunnies, and he's not going to. He's not going to raise them for that. They're both males anyway. You can't get no more. But no, he loves bunnies.
Rabbit stew or something to
Yeah,
probably
no,
have for you.
he's not getting it for that reason. I promise. Don't. The first one we traded to another homesteader for a chicken, the white one that lives here in town. So anyway, we are both highly allergic to them,
Okay.
and so we needed them to go. Not for food, no, ma'am. No, 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 not for food. 100%
Get
not.
down. Jesus.
I mean, I saved them because they were being sold for food. So no, I'm not gonna let them go where they're gonna be food. Promise you that. It's just that they're $2 and they are just a little bit too much for us, for me and James. Like now catching them and
Sorry.
stuff. Like trying to catch them and trying to just make sure that they have everything they need. It's just becoming it just has become too much for me and James. And so we're giving them we gave them to some people who are going to make sure that they have awesome lives. So yeah, that's the Dana Blackjack said cool incense burner.
Yeah, I just got it. Not a scratch on it. It's beautiful. And I love all the incense.
You got the extra stuff I threw in there too, right?
I beg your pardon?
You got the extra stuff I threw in there too.
Yes, I did, and I saw the extra stuff with the card as well. Sorry, I can't hear too well. My ears are clogged. But
so,
yeah.
But
So,
I've got to go. Yeah. I've got to go to the grocery.
Yeah, and I just got to go to sleep
because it's kind of chilly and rainy, and I hate this weather. But I will.
Yeah. And it's starting to snow again now. So
I'm man, how did that big storm affect you the other day, Dana? I saw
I don't know about
and stuff.
Okay, I can't hear you.
The big storm that hit California the other day, where all the power outages
after the earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had the earthquake. We've had floods now, and now we're probably about to get snowed in again. So I don't know what they're doing to us Upper Californian people. I guess people that are running from California. Um, yeah,
Julie wants to
I'm
know.
so delirious right now. I just, yeah.
Julie wants to
You
know if
can,
you're taking your vitamins, Dana.
um, yeah, you know what? I need to take my vitamin B, and I've been taking turmeric, and yeah,
CD
we'll
and
get
zinc.
there.
CD and zinc are the most important ones. She is correct.
They're running me out of California. That's what it is, and it's okay because I'll go to Tennessee. It's all good.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. I can't see too well. Like I said, I lost my prescription. I took out my contacts. So I can't really see. Uh, it might be a sinus infection. It's definitely a head cold, but yeah, I don't know what it is. But it hit me hard. So I was outside last week gardening and stuff, and then all of a sudden I got hit hard.
maybe it is a allergy attack, and you got kicked. You kicked up
Yeah.
something in the
I
soil.
think it was my niece that came over that was
Ah,
sick, and
yeah. Well, that would do it.
and them youngins, man, you got to watch them youngins. I told her
I
she
know
can't
they're
come
just
over
little,
here
little
anymore when she's sick.
walking balls of germs.
Yeah, they are just balls of balls of germs. I like that. That's funny.
Hey, children are the germiest creatures on earth, man. Children are the germiest creatures on earth. Get your butt to bed, Dana.
I know,
Eat
right?
some
Okay,
soup.
you can cut me off anytime and then go off, but I'm done. I love
Yeah.
you guys, and I just wanted to let you guys know that she's the best. Oh, she's the
Oh,
best. Hell the it's always okay. Nanu
Wonder
nanu.
Twin Powers.
Nanu.
Wonder Twin Powers. Wonder Twin Powers.
Twin
Activate.
towers. Oh, I love you, Cindy, but go ahead and cut me off because, yeah, go ahead and please take me off right now.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Dana don't feel good. Let's die together, says Penny. Oh. Rub some Vicks on your chest, says Diane. Bless it. I don't know. I seem to not catch too many things. Thank knock on wood. I'm a little bit older. Maybe it's because I caught everything when I was younger. I'm immune to it all. I don't know. I've got a really great immune system. And even though I do occasionally forget to take my vitamins for the most part, James and I take our vitamins every day. And we take vitamin C, vitamin D, a full spectrum B that's got zinc in it, and we take a fish oil, but we take high strengths of it, not just this little dollar store shit you get, you know, like I take 4,000 IU vitamin C, 5,000 vitamin D, or milligrams, whatever it is, 5,000 vitamin D, and those two are really important. And the vitamin D, I have to eat a full meal before I can take that vitamin D because of the zinc in it will make me sick to my stomach really bad. But as long as I have a meal, then I take it. I'm fine. So, but it's real important to take them vitamins, especially nowadays with all these crazy sicknesses that are being invented as we speak. June says I take 17 supplements a day. Wow. I just take what I listed, about 5 things. But the full spectrum vitamin B full spectrum that we take has got all the B's in it, and it's also got iron, and it's even got a little bit more vitamin C in it, and it's got zinc in it. So it's a really good one. And I know it's got zinc in it for sure because, like I said, it makes me sick to my stomach, and I know that's what it is that makes me sick to my stomach is that zinc. But it's so good for you. I take a lot all natural, says Penny. Yeah, I mean, all natural is always the best way to go with it for anything, I think. This is as natural as you can when you're taking care of yourself to try to do as natural as you can. Yes, we do have natural vitamins from the Garden of Life, all natural. As a matter of fact, I am going to start growing my little microgreens again on the counter. If you guys remember that from my other channel, I grow my little sprouts and stuff in mason jars on the kitchen counter. I'm going to start doing, matter of fact, I'm going to start some today. Those little sprouts have so much nutrients, power. They're little power pack. There's more like the broccoli sprouts. The broccoli sprouts, if you take those, they're really good for your brain and stuff. And there's so much more nutrients in the sprouts than there is in the actual full-grown plant. What do I take? I take 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D. I take 1,000 milligrams fish oil and a full spectrum vitamin B that's got all the B vitamins and the zinc and stuff in it. That's what I take every day. But I try to eat really healthy too, so that I think has a lot to do with it as well. You know, like I don't eat any processed foods. So, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I can't say I never eat processed foods because I do occasionally, but when I do, I regret it because it bothers my stomach a lot. And then like the next day I'll feel sore or I'll feel tired. For folks in the US, this is where you want to get your vitamins from. gardenoflife.com. Thank you for the link, Miss Bunny. Very cool. Very good. I get mine. I get mine from we have a local health food shop. Well, it's the next town over, but there's a health food place called Good Shepherd, and that is where I get our vitamins, and that is where I get our herbs and things like that. Everything they have is organic and natural, so that's where I get ours at. All natural, not made in a lab. I'll be doing a live stream soon on vitamins. That's awesome, Penny. I would love to make sure I know about that so I can watch it, because I'm all about, you know, health and taking care of yourself and stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it feels like I'm winding down, you guys, and kind of just blah 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 blah. I'm just like sitting here looking out the window and looking at the rainy gray sky and thinking about having to go out in it to go to the store, but I've got to go to the store. So if I had a cow, I wouldn't have to. So many people have asked me to. I've just not had time, but it's on the list. Awesome. Awesome. So, but I've got I've got a lot of prep work to do for the stuffed peppers that we're having, and I got to run to the store and get a couple of things that we're out of that I don't make, like milk. And so if I want to get my butt in gear, I guess I better get off of here. I've been on almost 2 hours, so I think that's long enough. More power to those of you who do marathon live streams like Miss Penny. And I can't sit here that long. I got to get up. My hips are hurting, my arthritis is hurting. I'm just too old. But I love you guys, and I want to thank you all for being here. Always enjoy seeing everybody. I enjoy seeing new faces and, well, new names. And be on the lookout for some more moon videos and the tutorial for how I make the incense burners, if you're interested. If you're not interested, well, that's okay too. It's just for the people who are into the art and stuff. I know some people aren't into art. Some people are just into the sky watching aspect of my channel and stuff, and that's awesome too. I will be putting out another another video, moon video, within the next day or two. So I just want to let you know that I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all being here. And until the next time, happy sky watching. Bye.